Hello, welcome. It is once again time to start a new world. We've had a lot of short ones recently, and this, once again, is one that has only 2 rooms in it. A level. Created by L.A. Watson, author of Fateful Intersection. So, by the way, at this point we have caught up to 2025 in terms of world publish order. And, despite the size of this, I'm not going to expect to get it done today or maybe ever. I only know in vague terms what's going to be going on here, but we're going to find out. A level, great for solving with friends and the whole family. So, I'm going to play Island of Eternity. Okay, and I can't see where the other room is. Yes, I can. It's down a floor. So, there's a downward, there's a lot of waypoints. There's a bunch of stacked flying snakes. Is this a shooting gallery of some sort? Let's read signs. 80 boxes, 32 bomb bugs, 24 flying snakes. Make everyone count for something. Alright. Big stacks, familiar looking. 80, you say. I'm assuming these two don't count. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. Yeah, that's 80. 16 times 5. Snake jail. Okay. Looks like a lot. Refills will be helpful. Use the editor. Leave at any time. That ladder will wait an eternity. On the Island of Eternity. If it's not impossible, it's progress. Okay. Here's some waypoints. Alright, so this opens up Snake Jail. There are bomb bugs. How many does it report that I have? 32. 2 stacks of 16. Yep. Okay. So this is going to be a stack of... Wait. Where'd they all go? Oh, these are all stacks of 3. Okay. And yeah, that reported to me. 24 flying snakes. So these are all stacks of 3. This funny gating mechanism lets me pull out, what, 1 snake at a time? It does. Okay. Here's a monster block. Here's a big elevation table. Got an angry eye. Got an angry eye up high, who I can bring down low. For some reason. Okay. And this thing is here. So is the overall goal here to set up some form of explosion chain? I gotta like skate a block across flying snakes that are... How would I even get one in here? Oh well, with an Oh! Wait, how would I cross this? Okay, so, some theory. Uh-oh. There's a waypoint in there in case I want to hop back out. There's no room clearing to actually do. I'm not required to kill the monsters. I just need to use them to get myself in here, I think. And then I could use this to hop back out and clear if I wanted. Okay. So I'm trying to reach this point. Fully enclosed on all sides except for this diagonal. Fully enclosed on all sides of interest except this diagonal. some room to move around. Fully enclosed on all sides of interest except this diagonal. A lot of pits. So there's snake walking, there's diagonal exploding. Let's see what it would look like to unpack some of these goodies. Also, why are you here? And you? I'm not sure yet. You just there to harass? Probably not. Here, Snakey, come to me. Is it this one? Yeah. So you get a thing. And then there's Snake Jail, so I could have you follow me in and hop over to... I don't know, here? Sure, okay. Can't jail more than one at a time. Not easily. Okay. So then... I do have room to do that. I could also hop on waypoints. And this is the point at which... Okay, so this is a pretty funny concept. This is the point at which I need to test some things in the editor, I think. I believe flying snakes are in fact carried by push blocks. Even if... Boy, this test world's getting to be kind of a mess. There's music now. Alright, this is Rapture. Where are you? You're the last one on the list. Trivia about this game. These are in composition order. This is the order that I wrote the pieces of music. Rapture was the most recently written. Until I wrote it, the Pacific Basement and Tower of Destiny just used the same music as the Sacrifice Basement. But that would not do, so I needed one more music track. And I'm real happy with how it turned out. Aspire was also written kinda late. I'm gonna do a whole video on, oh, I don't like how similar this selected color is to the unselected ones. So at some point I'm gonna do a video on how the music for this game was made. It just hasn't... I've been saying that for a while now. It'll happen eventually. I have some things to say about it, and hopefully I'll remember by the time I get to it. What am I doing here? Right, okay, so what I was saying is that I believe a flying snake can be carried, despite being flying. Let's just test that real quick. An easy way will be... okay, so... Here is fence, here is fence. Here is bomb bug. Here are coals. Here is leaf. Boom, yes, okay, so it goes through a diagonal gap by being carried like that. So that is how I would deal with... Wait a second, I'm suspicious of something. Yeah, that takes a moment now. I think I know why. I think I have some data clogging up my save function. It's nothing to do with this world. Alright, so brief spoilers for the previous world I played in case you're watching these out of order. I'm gonna go back to Leiftorio's Space Age for just a second. I'm gonna select this. We'll play. And then... Restart world. I can't undo a restart world. Yeah, so that's fixed it. So the undo buffer for that world was clogging up my player profile, and every time I save and exit, it saves that entire thing. I need to do some optimizing in that spot, it looks like. I was noticing a distinct delay on that when exiting out of here, so I make some moves and then exit out, and... yeah, Okay. I mean, there's no reason to reserialize it if it already is, but it's more work not to. Anyway, so, right, theory is... I need to insert flying snakes. Oh, good grief. I see what you're for now. You are aimed at this channel right here. That's for clearing the channel. Okay. So yeah, this is like Leaf's Flying Fortress times 10. I get what's going on. Today, all I want to do is just pick it apart and have a theory of how to proceed here. I would need... So after all is said and done, Leaf needs to traverse this, but before he can, there needs to be some floor. You're the floor carriers. Snakes with blocks will have to be my floors. Let's not worry yet about how I will actually go through here. Let's just worry about laying down a floor. So this is the hardest floor spot to reach. Once a flying snake is here... Whoa. Okay, I think I see. Maybe. I'm gonna have to touch some more stuff in the editor because I forget the exact nuances of some of the behaviors. This exists for a diagonal connection between that channel and the outside world. This exists to host a bomb bug who will push a block and something on it that's here into this spot. So that has to happen twice. Once for a flying snake to lay down a floor in the first place, and once for Leaf to ride in here on a block. So when the floor is down, I can just walk there, step on this. I think I can kill the flying snake. Okay, so here's where I need a reminder. I'm gonna go to the room that I was in, and let's put things the other way around. I want snake and block. I can barely see that thing around the stack icon. I want pillars all around, really. If I'm standing here, I can kill the flying snake, right? Yes. And if this pillar were a fence, that block wouldn't move. Yeah, okay. I forgot whether I could attack through, like, the little gap between the thing that's at my elevation and below. Turns out I can. I think that behavior changed at one point. Can't change it again because it looks like this room's built around it, but fortunately I don't think I will need to. Okay, so while standing here, I could make a kill to the north, dropping the block that I came in on, in case I want to clear the room. And yeah, once I'm stood here, the room is solved. I can activate that, I can hop back out, etc. Okay. So having seen those things, that's deactivated the waypoints, but that's fine, doesn't really matter. Let's go back to how it was, actually. Okay, so let's now put together a theory for how Leaf could travel from here to here, assuming I have just any setup that I desire in place. And you know what's the best way to do that? Yeah, so I can isolate the area of interest here and just work on that part. So this little concept is left underneath that grass was something very hot. Isn't that fancy? Hey look, underneath that grass there was nothing. Oops. There we go. And you know what? I want to also just cage this in all the way. Okay, so I want to set down some pits. That's the shape. Set down some fences. This would be a use case for... good use case for a feature that I've been meaning to put in, which is like a menu item during gameplay you could use to say, copy this room to the editor or to the paste buffer, so you could go to the editor and paste it and just get an exact copy of that room. It's a thing I want to do that I just haven't yet. Alright, so now let's just put down some hypotheticals. So here, you're my floor support. Here, I need floor support and a bit more. Let's just say I have 2 things that look like that. No. This one doesn't have the, well, it's gonna have to. So then somehow... Here I need bomb bug... Wait, what? Somehow I gotta stand... Oh, that's not high enough. Right, sorry, you're riding directly on the snake. That's why it looked all wrong. Somehow I need to be standing here with that bomb bug primed. In this case, that part's not relevant. Boom. And then you get out. Sure. You know what? Let's fence you in a bit better. And since the bomb bug goes first, I don't actually need those fences. You cannot escape no matter where I start from. False. Ah, right, because explosion processing order, of course. Right, sure. Alright, so... Wait, what? That doesn't track. I can't walk here after priming a bomb bug there and in that turn have the bomb bug move to an elevation 1 lower than mine. Can I? I don't think so. Ah, but... That does the job. Okay. As long as I have that situation, it doesn't matter what's on top of you, right? Like, I can stick stuff like... Well, I probably don't want a flying snake up there. I can't see what's happening anymore. This was the stack I wanted to edit. Here, let's just... Okay, you're the one with that. Yeah, even if they had blocks on top of themselves, it wouldn't matter. Actually, it might be productive, so... Imagine, if you will... Actually, I don't have to, because I'm drawing it. Well, this would get very repetitive to set up. I would have to come up with some, like, algorithms that would create the situations that I would need. This doesn't have to be a bomb bug in here, but that avoids using an extra push block, so I need another of these. And I would need... Is that the right height? No, that is. Oops. Let's just copy this over here. I think that's right. So if I stand here... you moved, so I need somebody here just to exist. Oops. And, whoa! That's what happens when I draw a flying snake on top of a stack. It replaces the top item of the stack with the... Did I know this? That actually makes sense, yeah, okay. I'm sure I implemented it on purpose once, I just forgot that was the behavior. Haven't done any serious work in this editor in a little while. Okay, so then just for minimalism, this block wouldn't need to have been there. Because I bring my own that I can use as a floor. Those are flying around, don't need to care about it. Okay? So that's the setup I would have to create, or something roughly equivalent. These don't have to be bomb bugs. They could be push blocks, they could even be flying snakes, but that would be a super pain to work with. Now there's one more component to this, which is mounting up onto this in the first place. So all of this is pit. There's a big pit all the way around. And sure, there's a stairway there or so. Ladder, they call it. You know what? What's actually there is a waypoint. Sure. And there's a waypoint here, I think? Yes. Hold on, let's actually look at this for a moment. Okay. Yep. I should have this remember the last room edited and return to that. Actually, I have that exact item on my to-do list and I haven't done it yet. So I need to hop, I guess, okay, so the simple way here. Okay, these three are going to be unruly. That's part of the problem. This one especially, how will I keep it in place while I waypoint? Well, I will hop from this waypoint to that one. Okay. And that'll be relatively stable. Yeah, I'd like to return to my room. I suppose here's a thing I could do then. How do I... let's just place a ferret in this room. Here we go. There. Now I return to the room with the ferret in it. Okay, so... then let's just put another stack here. I want... fly snake, push block, bomb bug, push block. Let's put another push block. Let's put one on top of this thing. And I need another one here. So 6 high to make this work. Right, I'm going to place a waypoint here. I'm going to set my test parameters to activate those waypoints. So with everything active, this setup, I hop up here. I'm up high. That thing's flying vertically, that's okay, it can do that if it wants. Make explosion happen. Those can fly around if they want, make explosion happen. Okay. And then I could hop back out and do angry eye things if I want to clean up. But again, it's not actually necessary to clear that room. However, it might feel nice, I guess. Okay, so... that's the setup I would have to create. This might actually not be that completely unreasonable. So, part of the problem I see is that Snake Jail has a capacity of absolute maximum 5, practical maximum probably 1. Let's take inventory. In terms of required parts, I have a monster block. I guess that's for bomb bug herding. Reasonable. 80, 32, 24. So what is my allocation? I think I'm using way less than that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 flying snakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 push blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bomb bugs. Well within the limit. And some of those push blocks and bomb bugs are interchangeable. So, that's theoretically what I would have to set up. Now, that's 12 bomb bugs in this arrangement. Remember, okay. So, someone else has to traverse in here before I do anything else, and they all have to be stacked up and ordered like this. Yeesh. Oh, and what kind of trampoline do I need to make to get this one in place? I think a reasonable first goal would be to just get a flying snake here in the real room. But the gap I would have to bridge, other than the literal one, is how to make an explosion move a flying snake here. Is that going to be your job? So I need a clear shot to... So without being in here, let's just... how do I do this? Can I... That doesn't do it. If I copy... Alt-click, no. Regular-click, no. Shift-click? Really? Okay. Then paste. There we go. I need to use this level editor more because I'm forgetting how it works. Okay, let's just erase... oops. Alright, and you need to be erased too. So... several possible problems. I know how to fix one of them. I was gonna say, I'm gonna litter this space with my trampoline, getting the flying snake in there, but the angry eye over here can clear it out. This is pretty neat. A very intricate setup, but also one that is, it's understandable. Oh, you're gonna be very unruly. Yeah, you won't stay in place. You're just gonna fly around wherever you want. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the case for every flying snake I want to move anywhere. Oh. Oh. I can't tell where the eyes are against this backdrop because it's the same color as them, and the outline's the same color as the grass almost. This looks like this one doesn't have any eyes. How the... What? Oh, this might mean the whole process is a lot more involved than I was hoping. Let's do this one step at a time. Let's imagine I've done magic. I guess this would actually require... Since that's the shortest bumbug stack I can make that is flying compatible, I'd actually need this. Okay. That's too high. How would I set off this bomb bug? I have to. Well, I have an angry eye on a push block. And I can hop onto a waypoint and prime it. So I don't think that's a problem. Should be perfectly legitimate to have a setup that looks like... this. And then this. My test parameters stayed. If I were doing that, let's just put another waypoint here. There is one around there in the real room, isn't there? Whoops. Okay, so there's another ingredient required here. So that stack looks like... no, not that. Like this. Okay, leaving things in such a state as... one of these is okay, but really it's gonna... That's fine. In my previous setup, were there any... there were no flying snakes above elevation 0. So no unruly ones are gonna hop off of their platforms, like is the case here. Yeah, that's the real enemy here. Flying snakes just will not stay put on top of a push block, and I have to somehow cause that to happen many, many times in a row. Okay, so this is like one step toward the solution. Yeah, inputting this will maybe be slower than, faster than the process of just coming up with what I want to input. It might not be, I can't tell yet. Just to be sure I understand the mechanisms I'm looking at. I can pull you out of there. I can pull another one out like that. Okay, so when I want a flying snake, depending on how many are there, I press some number of those toggle switches. I could get 2 at a time if I wanted. Yeah, so snake dispenser, simple and easy to use. Bomb bug dispenser. What are you wired to? That. That gives me the whole stack at once. That door there is almost superfluous because I feel like I would prefer... actually, no. I got a funny idea. I'm just gonna borrow your block for a moment. There we go, that's a bomb bug dispenser. Oh, too many at a time. They keep on going. Oh, this is funny. Alright, several ants marched out of their hole. Okay, so that's a way to dispense bomb bugs. I would have to go into Snake Jail when that stack is exhausted to access the other one. Yeah, the whole stack blows up at once. And that needs to be done to access you. Okay. So all bomb bugs are extracted. Alright. I think I understand my ingredients, and I think I understand my goal. But the big thing in the middle is how to make an unruly snake hold still on top of a push block long enough to get it into place where it needs to go. Most especially... Okay, so I would probably just repeat one action a bunch of times to get single snake carrying single push block in here. Just lay down a floor here first, then worry about the rest later. because I need that floor in order to get... okay, so there would be one complication with that floor. I would also need the bomb bug up on top of this one, but that seems pretty easy. It's just a matter of adding one more thing and one on top of one floor tile. So somehow explode... With this all being pit? Well, come up with a way to do it. But yeah, okay. Just breaking this down into manageable steps. I think I see what the goal is. And I think I have a realistic way to work toward it. Alright, so next time my goal is probably going to be first just get a flying snake in here, and if that goes well enough, try and get one here. Then I can build on top of that for possibly a full solution. I wonder how many people have solved this level. I'm pretty sure the author has. Yeah, I remember a conversation about how he solved it from this state, but replays don't save, so he didn't get a replay at the end of that and didn't want to repeat the process. Yeah, so if you're testing a room from the editor, a replay is not going to save automatically. You can save one manually, and that works, I'm pretty sure. But it won't do it automatically. Okay. Anyway. Alright. So that's the task in front of me. Next time I'll try to bite off a manageable chunk of this gigantic meal and see if I can get it done.